Hey guys, Robinson here. I got a couple comments about my gym noob video. Listen, the video is meant to be funny, to see some of the things that some of the new people do in the gym that are incorrect. And I was trying to point these things out for your own benefit, not to come across condescending, not to come across as an ass or some sort of egomaniac. What I was attempting to do was to teach you how to go around the gym properly so that you don't injure anybody, as well as injure yourself. And while we were driving today, my coach is sitting right next to me. You're going to see him in a second. We were talking about some of the comments I made regarding supplements. I don't want to lump everything into a generic thing that all supplements are the same, but we were talking a little bit about scientific research of how these supplements work, proper dosages, and proprietary blends. So John is just going to go over a couple things with you real quick. But once again, my gym noob video was just for kicks. I wasn't telling nobody's allowed to be a noob in the gym. I was a noob at one point, but I was just trying to make sure that you guys got the hint of no curling in the squat rack. Pay attention to your friend when you're spotting, so that way you don't either injure yourself, you don't injure somebody else, and or that you learn proper form while lifting. Okay? So right now, I'm going to turn it over to John.
Hey guys, this is John Garifano from Strength is Life. As Greg mentioned, I coach Greg for bodybuilding. I think Greg's video was really funny, and I know that he wasn't trying to come off condescending to people. I think he was just trying to be funny and, point out some things that people do that are a bit ridiculous. With that being said, Greg and I were having a conversation, and we just said, hey, let's tape this because we're talking about it, which was about supplements. So the first thing I want to say is that a supplement is just that. It's a supplement. It is not necessary. It is not what you should be spending all of your money on. I always recommend to people that their money should be spent on food, and their time should be spent on reading, getting more information, hiring a trainer if you need to learn the movements properly, and sleeping more before you ever consider taking supplements. So that's definitely my first point. My second point is, Greg mentioned that there are, many different brands out there, and there are countless brands. It is a business. So, Greg mentioned it also in his video that he's, going for his MBA, and I just recently graduated with my MBA. One of the things that they teach you in business school is to understand profit margin. Supplement companies are a business like any other. They produce brands that have hype behind them, that have marketing. They spend money on marketing to generate hype on social media, direct mail, email to you. What they're doing is they're trying to get you to be aware of a brand, be engaged with that brand, and purchase their products. And then, by word of mouth, tell other people, wear their shirts in the gym, and have you buy their stuff. Why? Not because they believe that their things work, that their supplements work, but to get you to spend money so that they can make money for themselves and for their stockholders. Now, I'm not generalizing that all supplement companies are like that, but they are a business and they need to make money. With that being said, 99% of the brands that are out on the market have proprietary formulas. Well, let's talk about what a proprietary formula is. A proprietary formula is just that. You don't get to know. If a supplement company said, this is what my formula is, that means that any other supplement company could take their competitor's brand and create their own and sell it. So that's why they call it a proprietary blend. At the same rate, the other reason why they do it is because they often give you a sprinkle of the active ingredients that have been shown in research to be ergogenic, meaning that they help you build muscle or perform better in a certain way. And often you will see proprietary blend on these formulas without an indication of how much of that supplement is in that particular product. You also don't get a breakdown per percentage of the gram of each scoop, so it's hard to determine yourself. So what does this really mean real world? It means that you don't know how much is in that product. And it's hard for you to tell if you're actually getting the specific dosage for you that's going to be beneficial. So often what I recommend to my clients and to my friends and to anyone I talk to in a gym is to do your research first. So that's my next point. Go read the research articles. Find out how much creatine you should be taking and what form. As a side note, there was a recent research article that came out talking about all of the other versions of creatine not being that effective, and that good old creatine monohydrate saturates the muscle cell just as good as anything else, if not more effectively. So that's a thing for you to know. So with that being said, why would you go out and get a product that has creatine ethyl ester in it? Because it's inferior. And why would you spend more money? So that's my point. So the next point I want to say is, after you've done your research, find a supplement company that is honest and doesn't have proprietary blend, that says, here's how much we have of this supplement in it. So that way you know how much money you're spending each month on something that has actually been shown to work. And here's my last point. If you really want to be creative and you really want to take control, buy your supplements in bulk. Buy a creatine monohydrate in bulk. Buy branched chain amino acids. I know there's a debate, are they ergogenic, are they necessary, whatever. If you take them, buy them in bulk. Buy L-carnitine, L-tartrate in bulk. Buy beta-alanine in bulk. Make your own pre-workout. You know how much money you'll save? It's unbelievable. So that's the other point that I want to make. So just to review, do your research, look up some brands, or make your own. And make your own decisions. Be smarter. Don't be like everyone else. So with that being said, I know I ranted for a while, but I want to save you lots of money and lots of time and not have you, make the pockets of all of these other supplement companies, really big, because you don't need to. With that being said, thank you very much. I'm going to turn it back over to Greg, and he's going to close with some comments.
So, I hope you got all that. I hope it's sinking in. But like John was saying, listen, I'm not endorsed by any supplement company, so I have no dollars coming into me. I was just mentioning brands. I wanted you to understand some of the things that I was talking about in my new video in the latter half. And the reason why I'm making these videos is, like John said, I want to make sure that you guys are actually educating yourselves as to what you're putting in your body, how much you should be putting in your body. Is it necessary to put in your body at all? You could ask John. He and I have had multiple debates about different types of supplements, and I'm more of a whole food guy. I was always like, well, I'll just eat food, I'll just eat food, I'll just eat food. But at the same time, there's only so many chicken breasts and steak you can buy before you go flat broke. So the supplements kind of help to curb some of that cost, but a lot of it is hype. A lot of it is, look at this magazine of this 295-pound behemoth that's completely shredded, and they give you the illusion that by taking that supplement, that's how you're going to become. That's not the case. I've been lifting since I was 17 years old. I'm now 31, so I've been doing it for 14 years. I started out as a 165-pound weakling that could barely bench the bar, to being up about 230 pounds, now about 200. So, guys, just as you're reading the magazines, as you're reading the articles, there's no supplement that's going to put 10 pounds on you in a week and a half, unless it's something that's illegal. It's not possible. The human body can only probably put on maybe 2 to 3 pounds of lean muscle mass on per month if you do everything right, and even that's hard to do. The stars kind of have to align on that one. So please don't take my new video as slamming all you new guys. Listen, anybody who wants to step in a gym and wants to increase their level of fitness, I'm all for. Whatever that level of fitness is. It doesn't have to be that you want to be a bodybuilder. It might be that you just want to lose a couple pounds or just get yourself in better shape. Whatever the goal is, that's fine, and I'm okay with it. Just, once again, as I stated earlier in the video, please watch what you're doing so you don't hurt yourself and you don't hurt someone else by accident. And also, that way you don't look like a jackass. Anyway, I'm just trying to add some humor. And I wanted to give you a little bit of education. Have a nice day, guys. There'll be more coming. Eventually, John and I will actually probably go through different brands of supplements and break down what's in them and give you the pros and the cons. I'll talk to you soon.